drinking lattes and enjoying my life. Mark Friesen was freaking out. Sean Taylor might have been freaking out, but I wasn't. I was having a good life. Up until 5 years ago, I was living the dream. You know how the Word of God says that He'll give you a life above and beyond all you could ask or dream? Well, we're sort of there. We didn't anticipate this dream. It's more like a nightmare right now. But 5 years ago, I had a national broadcast job. I loved it. I was making more money than I ever thought I deserved or would ever make in my life. I had a clothing allowance, and I was flying out here to Ontario once a month and shooting a show that was a Christian show, and I loved it. And I was telling people about the power of God and who He was and how this nation was founded on great principles. And then all of a sudden I heard from a person that they were trying to tell our little kids that a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy. And when I heard that, I didn't quite understand if I was being punked or if somebody had missed science class when they were growing up and now they were going to spread the word on that. See, I don't mind if you're transgender. In Canada, because we operate under Judeo-Christian values, you can be anything the hell you want. You can be gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, pansexual. I don't know what that means. But you can be it. You can be Sikh, Muslim, Christian. What you cannot do is tell other people what they have to believe or celebrate. If you want to steal the identity of your own children and confuse them, go right ahead. But you will not talk to my children or my grandchildren about your nuttiness. Not on my watch. So when I found out about that, it cost me everything. Because I started speaking out against indoctrinating children into an unscientific, ridiculous ideology. I lost my national job. I had lots of people kind of want me to be silent. I had death threats from the LGBTQ. The anti-bullying group gave me death threats for wanting to stand beside something that Canada has always embraced. It has embraced the values of family, of operating under Judeo-Christian values, which actually means you're free to reject our point of view. Isn't it interesting that we're in a country where you can believe anything you want? Some of you are atheists in this crowd, and I know you watch my show. And you always write me and you say, I don't know if I really like all that Bible stuff. But sometimes I just listen to it because we really need comfort. You don't have to believe it. You just have to get a little bit of peace in your heart right now. So when I found out that there were some people that were taking over our society, taking over our culture, do you know who supports the LGBTQ transgender agenda? We need to know this. And don't be afraid because I'm saying this out loud. If we're afraid that we're talking out loud, we're in the wrong country. I found out that Soros backs that. Soros and the Tides Foundation spent millions and millions of dollars to put into society to confuse our children. And then we've got people like Klaus Schwab, straight out of a weirdo 007 movie. Then we've got Harari, another real freak who wants to hack human beings and wants us to get rid of all of our values. I've decided something. If anybody doesn't like the way that Canada runs under our principles, Christian principles of freedom, then they can get on one of those planes they're allowed to fly on and go bank themselves in a country that loves dictatorship. Book a flight to Iraq. Book a flight to North Korea. And try to be an atheist there, you bunch of wackos.
I know.
The reason we love Canada is we get to live and choose to live any way we want. And I'll tell you why I appreciate Maxime Bernier. Because he was the only one that had any common sense I was rejected by the Conservative Party of Canada because I believed in science. I believe that boys are boys and girls are girls. Yep. Maxime Bernier, after being rejected from the Conservative Party of Canada, decided that he would consider me, maybe, to run for his country. He gave me a call one day, and he said, Laura-Lynn, the Conservative Party of Canada, they do not want you. Why should I want you in my party? And I said, well, I've been fighting this soji. What is soji? Well, it's that they're telling little boys that they can be a girl. Well, the most brilliant man in Canada, Maxime Bernier, just said, is that it? Boys are boys, girls are girls. You come with us. You tell me, what other political leader is willing to say something as common sense as that? What other political leader is willing to be out here with us right now? That's the guy that needs to be running this country.
Exactly.
Happy Canada Day, everybody. Stand strong. This is our land. And by the way,